Hey guys, Josh here with a look at another Star Wars toy, and today we're gonna unbox a toy from Revenge of the Sith. This is Palpatine. So let's get this guy over to the toy studio and rip this thing open. Alright guys, here we are today with a figure from Revenge of the Sith. This is a Palpatine with lightsaber attack. And before we rip this guy open, I'm just going to quickly spin the packaging around so you guys can get a look at it. And on the back here you'll see you have a picture of the character, picture of the figure, and what says here, there's a little description for the figure. It says push figure down, or push figure down for lightsaber attack, interchangeable heads and hands. And there's a real quick description here, and I'll go ahead and read that to you guys. The Supreme Chancellor encounters questions about his ultimate motives. During a confrontation with Mace Windu, he uses his deadly powers and experiences unexpected and frightening results. And I'm sure most of you are familiar with Revenge of the Sith, and you'll know Palpatine was a main character of that movie as a big role. And he had many different outfits and appearances, and so this is the outfit he was wearing when he was confronted by Mace Windu and the other Jedi. You may remember when he first uses his lightsaber, and he is transformed into what we know as the Emperor. And so let's open this thing, because you can actually see in there he has a lightsaber, and I'm dying to see how this thing works out for this figure, because you can't really see it in the packaging all that well, but it says in here he comes with two heads, one before and one after the attack. So let's see how this works out here. Alright, very cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so first I'm gonna have to cut this thing off so we can see. Excellent. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so you can see here he comes with an extra set of head and hands. I guess they're going to be interchangeable. And some lightning attack action here. And these things are actually flexible, which is surprising to me. I wasn't expecting that. They have a lot of flexibility to them. Okay, here. And let's see here. Interesting. I've never seen a figure design like that before. That's very cool. Okay. Alright, set of heads and hands. I love it. Okay. Alright. So here he is. And you can see he's holding a lightsaber. And we'll leave that in there for now. Although, I gotta be honest, it does not look like the one he used in the movie. Oh, interesting. I just noticed that his lightsaber is permanently stuck in his hand. Very interesting. Okay. So, okay. So, what you have here is, if you look on the bottom, he has these spring-loaded feet. And when you push the feet down, and what they're saying is you push the figure down, and you know, it's kind of expected a little more than that. There we go. So you got to move his arm a little bit, but you push the figure down and he has lightsaber attack. Okay, and it's only on one arm, and like I said, okay, so you have to look very closely, but you can see the lightsaber is actually mounted in his hand. It is not removable. And it looks like the blade may be, let's see here. No, it is not. Okay. So if you look very closely, the lightsaber is mounted. It does not come out. And in his other hand, it looks like he could hold a lightsaber, but he does not. And then, of course, we have the undeformed face of Chancellor Palpatine. And so the only movement he really has here is you got head movement, and he has arm movements at the shoulders, but you can't really move this one because it's part of the spring-loaded attack feature. But he does have wrist and elbow movement on both arms, so you can move his elbows on both arms. Okay, so now let's see how we change these heads out. So we're going to pop the head out. We're going to pop this hand out and pop this hand out. And as you can see how that you can actually see the lightsaber color. All they did is paint it. So you can see how it's manufactured. Very interesting. So then when you switch his hands out, or his head out, let's do the head first and get a look at that. He just has a really creepy look on his face. It's making me laugh. All right, so there you can see the new head, and it's the Emperor's deformed face with all the wrinkles and creases. Very creepy. And then, so you have these other hands that go in, and I better get them in the right hand. I don't want to cross his hands. Okay, and they snap in pretty good. Very cool. And so if you look, you can see he's got his hands in a position where he's ready for shooting his lightning bolts out. He's got the flat palm on his hand. And so then what you want to do, I suppose, is you take the lightning bolts and you would strap them to his hands, because they got little clips on the back here. And you just clip it around his wrist. And there you go. Lightning attack. And let's see what happens. You can push the attack feature. And like I said, you only get movement on one arm. So, and there he is. Very cool. Let's see, now will he stand? Alright. I'll just spin him around one time with the lightning and the new head. And I can't help it. That face is making me laugh. It's very creepy, and he has this silly grin on his face. Alright. There you go, everyone. There is Supreme Chancellor Palpatine with lightsaber attack and lightning hands and dual heads, pre-attack and post-attack. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.